Baby
no,
is
the Nightwalker knows.
No, I know that, but nobody.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They not thinking about that. So I think he's doing that. I don't think he don't give a damn about no game, no phone. I think he's either going after Fran or he's going after the baby. That's the only two logical would say. Or
what baby? Cersei's baby?
No, Gilly's baby. Because that's technically that's his baby. Not his baby, but you know,
Captain was giving away babies, boys.
That baby was meant to be for him.
I remember now.
So,
oh my God, he turned those are the general White Walkers. Is that because she had a boy? Because you would only keep the girls and the boys to the White Walker.
Because somebody brought it up in one of these, and I thought about that. I was like, yeah, it'd be kind of funny if that's all he wants is that freaking baby. Like, look, I would have stayed on the side if y'all gave my baby.
Right.
But.
Well, I actually have a thought. Thought of what the Night King want.
If he's not Bran.
I hope he's not Bran.
I don't believe he's Bran.
What, the Night King?
I don't know. I like my ending the way I posted. I told everybody. That's the way I wanted to end. I wanted to end with Sam telling Gilly's son a story from a book that he wrote of everything that we just watched. That would be like whoa, mind blown. Like, well, the boy probably be like 15. Like, it's
like Maybelline.
Yeah,
like, all this not real.
No, it look real, but the boy didn't know it. He was a baby. Or it could happen while he was a baby. But Sam knows it all because he read it and he's seen it. He ain't seen no dragon yet, but he'll probably see one.
I like how quick the season went.
Yeah, he will see the dragon because Dany's on her way to Winterfell. So all them fools gonna see them dragons, the two dragons. Man, they might get there at the same time. They might start episode 1 off of a Night King battle right there.
I think
yeah, he gonna get there.
I think the episode should open up with
They ain't gonna take that long to get to Winterfell.
I think the episode should open up with Theon and Euron.
Well, yeah, because if he stops, I hope he does. I got a feeling it's gonna happen. They wouldn't give us all this Theon stuff without him stopping, getting Yor back and stopping his uncle from getting those men. And then once Cersei realizes that, she's gonna be like, "Fuck," because she don't have all those millions, 10,000 men and elephants that she's so pumped about. And Jaime's gone. Her whole point to Jaime was like, "I got these men coming. We good." And I think Theon's gonna mess that whole up. Even I think he's gonna he'll sacrifice himself to make sure that they don't get his uncle don't get them claims. They either kill him.
Well, I don't think technically right now they don't know where Euron is going. He's just going after Euron to get Yara.
Yeah, but it was in the midst of all that.
Yeah.
If they get to Euron before he even gets to Essos, that's where they're going with. If he gets him somehow in mid-naval base, in the middle of the water somewhere, and stops him and gets his sister back, or if she somehow lives and he kills himself to kill, because I can see him sacrifice him. So he's like, "Look, this is the only way I can redeem myself. I gotta do this." So I'm not saying he's gonna blow himself up, but he might hold his uncle down, make sure the uncle don't get up, and the whole boat might catch on fire or something like that. And I can see Yura screaming like, "Yeah!" And he's like, "No!" And then there you go. Essos never will be, because if Essos come, she's right. She can destroy a lot of people if she gets those men.
Nah, I think that's what I think may happen.
Alright, y'all ready to roll?
Yep.
Okay.
So who's leading this time?
Oh, let me pause.
Nah.
I'm trying to think.
She playing the score.
Oh. I was like looking.
Yeah, so it's in the kitchen actually.
I was like, what scene is that?
This is actually a Lannister's. This is called a Lannister always pays his debts.
Yeah, that seems so.
So let me see. So, alright. So for this week, the episode was The Dragon and the Wolf. It actually had 16.5 million viewers. That was from Variety. That's pretty awesome.
It went up from 12.
But yeah, they broken their own records as far as their viewership.
12 for the first day. 12.07 million.
But see, I don't think that's for HBO streaming and HBO Go. And then also, honestly, that doesn't even count whoever has viewing parties. So that's I really think it's probably close to 20 million.
It's probably more than that. Yeah. You're definitely right. But this was a very good episode, as long as a movie. So the story opens with the crew traveling to Cersei, pretty much just to show her the White Walker, so that they can unite and not worry about who has this kingdom, this throne, whatever. It's like, let's save humanity. And so I thought it was really cool with everybody, you're bringing everybody together. It's a reunion. Tyrion's been away for a while.
Well, this is the first time that pretty much all of the main characters have pretty much been in the same scene together.
That's true. Because Cersei never met Dany before.
Yeah, she never met Dany. I feel like she has met Jon.
She met Jon like in the first episode, Cersei.
Yeah, she sure did.
When the
he was a little boy.
Yeah, he was young.
But she probably she wasn't probably paying attention to him. She
probably didn't realize it.
She was worried about getting with,
her brother.
Yeah.
Up in the tower. Tower of Love.
But yeah, that first scene when they when you showed the Unsullied and the Dothraki army and Jaime and Bronn were having that conversation, and then the army came from the back. I'm looking at Jaime. Jaime was right. There's no way we stop him.
He's terrified. I don't think he's afraid.
Well, he's shook. He's
terrified of the.
I think he's more shook of the Dothraki than he is of the dragon.
That's true. Because he brought up the Dothraki.
I think he got to deal with them in combat one day. And he's like, one hand, I'm not. That's not happening.
And, just to well, Khaleesi is my favorite. One of my favorite characters this season. She's pissed me off a lot this season, but overall, she's still one of my top favorite characters. But one thing I love about her is she's gonna get out there in the battlefield. She's gonna fight with her people.
Yeah.
Where
she had no problem getting out there.
Cersei is not.
Right.
Cersei is gonna hide in a room and get her kids and ready to cut their
Cersei.
in case.
Cersei would Cersei would tell the Mountain like she did. If anything goes wrong, kill Dany, Tywin, and Jon Snow.
Yeah, in that order, right?
Yep. If she did, he's supposed to kill all of them. Excuse me.
So that was good.
I did like. Did you notice how Bronn went down and talked to one of their men? They was creating barrels of oil.
Yeah, what was that for?
I didn't remember.
I thought that was fire. They were going to throw it
off. They're going to throw it off. So the way whoever's on the ground and how they conquer a castle, they kind of have ladders and they'll crawl up the ladder. And so pretty much what they do, they pour the oil down and shoot
and light it up.
Light it up on fire.
I didn't even see that.
I remember that scene.
Was that at the beginning of
Yeah, it was at the beginning, but they kind of left it. It seemed like it was out of place. And then what I started thinking about was that scene was setting up
something
for the next season when if the White Walkers do get to King's Landing.
You think so?
It's no reason for him to.
Why would they show it?
He didn't even use it.
No, but see, they were in preparation. If you walk outside your window
and you see all
this Unsullied, and you're already scared of shit, is Dothraki? I cannot.
He was like 500 more. He was like, how many more? He's like, how many is that? 500.
Made 500
more. And he was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, so, but I did like how they were walking from where they docked the boat at, and then they was walking to the dragon pit. I like I didn't catch it the first time I saw it, but the second time I saw it, they kind of gave us a little history of the dragon pit. I've never read the books, but I do have a lot of in-book knowledge from the Wikipedia pages, like from things that I've read and researched. So I kind of knew about it, but it was cool how they was like giving the history about how they had the dragon back in that time was able to roam free, and then I guess people got a little intimidated about them, and they chained them up and kept them in the dragon pit. So and Tyrion had said before in a couple seasons before that's what happened. They once you chain them up, they don't grow.
Yeah, I remember overhearing something like that.
And Dany told the same story to Jon when they was when he was playing with skulls, little skulls.
Maybe that's why.
Skull.
Because she said it was a lot of them, but most of them were so small that they just easy to get rid of.
Yeah, she said that was pretty much like the inner perfect. Because
she was like, why would you build this thing to keep them in here? Like they weren't able to roam free. But that walk when they was down there walking up there, it was cool because it was. Tyrion got to see Paul for the first time, and he still called him Lord and that.
Mm-hmm. He's like, I don't think you should call me Lord anymore.
Yeah, he was like, and then he saw Braun, and Braun.
I like Braun and Tyrion together.
Yeah. He even had a soft spot. He was like, I miss you, and he was like, yeah, you too. Yeah, he missed him too.
Yeah,
even though they on the different sides, but
right. And
Braun was there from the get go though.
Yeah, Braun is always I definitely agree with that.
I mean, Braun's about that money, but I think he has a soft spot. I think he has a soft spot for Jamie too.
Oh yeah,
even though he acts like he got it is about the money. I ain't gonna lie. I think Cersei can pay him off, but I think he might slip a note to somebody like Jamie or Tyrion. Like he'd take the money, but he might slide a back note to her like, I just did this. You might want to get out of here. Yeah. But I'm gonna keep this money though. Yeah. I think he's that type of guy. Like he'll still do it.
I can see that too.
He'll still take her money if she would like, because I think the episode before when she was told Jamie like I know everything about what's going on. Like I knew about you and Tyrion having this. I think Braun told he might already got the information from Braun. But of course I know what's his name, Tywin, the dude,
right, Hand of the King.
Yeah, I was thinking he probably got spies out there too. Just
he has various little birds,
just like all of them do. So,
yeah. Well, Varys today, technically, I don't know. I don't believe Varys have his little birds.
I don't think he has as many as he did. But I think Tywin definitely has birds. But I also can see Braun. She getting the information right from Braun because he's like, he. So
you think he tells?
I mean, I can see Tywin might have said something, and she called Braun in, and Braun like, I'm setting a meeting with blah blah blah. Yeah. Like he ain't gonna not lie to her because he know that mountain's right there, and that's it for him. So, but she still look. Remember, she even said, "I let it happen." How you know this didn't happen? She was like, "I let it happen." Like she knew before they met that it was going down. She could have stopped it, but she let it happen. So, I think Braun is. But it still was cool to see them two, him and Tywin together like that. And then you saw
Mountain. Wait a minute. Oh, go ahead, because I'm gonna say something about Mountain and how are they brothers? Mountain and
the Hound.
I don't remember who their parents were, but they've been brothers since season 1. I don't
remember. Yeah. See, I don't remember that because he said something. He
pushed him, and he pushed his face. The Hound, the Mountain in the fire when he was a little boy. Like just messing with
him. And that's why he's afraid of fire. That's why he didn't even want to touch it last week with the White Walkers and the bear.
He not messing. But I got a feeling that's all going to come back. He's going to end up being with the light. The light thing.
I heard on a podcast this week, and it made very good sense. How maybe the Hound has always had visions. So
that's weird. Has he always had visions? Because he looked in the fire at that cabin and and then he was like, "It's a peak. They're there." And I'm just like, did he ever in any of the other episodes throughout the season had any type of vision?
You said he might have been had visions or dreams. Not
but still visions. Look into the fire and see visions. So one thing I didn't understand was the conversation that the Hound had with his brother when he walked up to him.
It was a quick conversation.
But he was like, "You know what's going to happen to you. I already told you. I don't know if he said I already told you, but you know
what's coming to you.
You know what's coming to you."
So did that mean he had a vision of what was coming to his?
I heard on a different podcast that that maybe as a child, though when they were kids, the Hound actually saw a vision and told his brother, like, "Hey, this is going to happen to you." The brother got mad
and did that.
It made sense. Okay. But because I kind of, so the conversation between the two, I just didn't understand it.
Yeah.
Well, because he said, "You know who's coming for you, brother. You always know."
Yeah.
The Hound promises. So everybody calls it the Klingon, the Klingon bow. Because that last name is Klingon or Klingon.
Okay.
I'm probably saying it wrong.
I don't even know.
But everybody's waiting for them to fight. Like everybody since the beginning, everybody wants to see the Mountain and the Hound fight.
Well, they probably are going to fight.
It probably would have been a better fight too if the Mountain wasn't a zombie fight.
Yeah.
Like if he was the Mountain, that probably would have been a better fight.
Honestly, that's the fight that I want to see. I don't want to see this corpse.
That's what I'm saying. This is not
fight him. I don't think
it's not the same.
It's not the same for me.
But yeah, I definitely like that walk up. It was everybody got to meet. You saw Brienne meet with the Hound, and they were like, Subway said they were like the two divorced parents. Yeah, And the kids, they talk about how the kids doing. That was cool.
So how's Arya?
Yeah, how's
she doing?
He was like, "Well, you're here. Who's protecting her?" And she was like, "She can protect herself." He was like, "Trust me." And he had a little smile.
He's like, "I'm not coming for." So.
Yeah.
Didn't they used to spar together?
Who, the Hound and
Arya?
Yeah, they were together for a while because they traveled together for a while, so they became close.
So think about as much training as she had.
A lot.
Yeah, she had a lot.
She had Brienne. She had
she
trained blind.
The water god, I forgot, water dance, something like that. But his style was like it's water something she called it.
Yeah,
and she trained blind.
Yeah.
So that means so her senses like I know what's coming before them because I'm using all my senses because I can fight with the best of them with no sight. You add sight and I'm a beast.
Yeah, but it was cool. That whole walk up, and it led us right to the pit. So, but to that scene with just seeing all three sides and everybody not seeing each other. People never seen each other the first time, like y'all said. Danny wasn't even there yet, but just
like she was late.
Let's say that. Let's talk about that.
But just
about her being late.
But people not seeing each other for the first time, just like on each side.
Yeah, it was a reunion. It was like, how have you been? So it was kind of. We're on different sides now,
that's
but
Cersei,
how are you doing?
And that's Jon Snow. And I don't, I thought he was a little boy last time I seen him. Like Jamie ain't seen Jon Snow either since then. So.
Yeah.
And to see him now, he's not that little boy no more. He's a freaking king.
Yeah.
Well, he called himself king to them. They don't care what he is.
Yeah.
But that was cool.
Yeah. And so they were there, and Tyrion's like, well, she's running a little late.
Yeah.
She came in. Very regal.
Yeah, she was like,
on the dragon.
She was like, I'm not waiting. Why are we still waiting for her? Where is she at?
Yeah, she was just like, my apologies.
Yeah, that scene was. I love how Drogo came in, and his wings when he took off, and how big he was. They put some money into them dragons. I give it to them. They saved up. Yeah, because somebody said like that first time you saw Drogo so big in that first pit, he didn't look that good. A lot of people were upset about the CGI.
Oh, you talking about last
couple seasons ago, like maybe season 4 or 5, when he was fighting those guys with the gold mask, and he had the saber.
Were we with some type of sand?
No, that's when he that was in Marine.
Yeah,
or whatever.
Marine.
That's when he actually took her away.
Yeah,
from.
It was when Tyrion and what's his face first came back. Joran came back, and they was in that pit, and she was gonna marry that other guy. She was gonna marry the guy from Marine to help out, and like you said, the men with the gold mask tried to assassinate her, and Drogon came down and was burning people up, and they stabbed him once with a spear, and that's when Cersei first realized that she heard that he could get stabbed, because that's the first time he got stabbed.
Got hurt.
He got hurt, yeah. But that's the first time she rode him too. But a lot of people complained that the CGI wasn't that great.
Well, that's possibly true. They could just put it on like he hadn't finished growing yet.
Well, yeah. I mean, they chalked it up to just the money back then wasn't as much. Now Game of Thrones got all this money, they put all this money into these dragons now.
Yeah. That's why they didn't have the wolves.
Yeah,
that's what
they said.
That's what they saying.
And they say even with the polar bear, like some people complain about how the polar bear looked.
It was fine to me.
I saw it was fine.
It reminded me of the Revenant.
I saw the polar bear was fine.
The Revenant.
I saw the polar bear fine. I mean, I saw how they did it. Like I saw the behind the scenes of how they did it, and
it was neat.
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
I thought it was no problem. I didn't have a problem.
But the dragons definitely look good. So, and he just looked beautiful. How he, like she said, how he landed.
This whole entire
scene. How he took off.
How low he came. He dropped down so low.
How he crawled down, and like she made him roar twice, like
roar like fuck with my
roar once. Yeah. And then he roared when he first landed, and then he roared again and then he roared while he was coming down. Yeah. And Jamie was so shook.
Yeah. No. Because how they were sitting? They were sitting there like this, right? I know nobody.
You guys can't see this.
He was like this.
He was like.
Y'all can't see it, but
that first roar, he was like.
Yeah, Jamie was shook. He got up looking. You saw somebody broke in his house. He's ready.
But you know what? I give it to Cersei.
Her poker face.
Her poker face was on point.
Except
for when it. Yes.
But for the dragon. They did an interview with her, and she was like, Cersei is still amazed by it, but she can't show She can't show the rest of them.
Cersei or Lena?
No, Lena said Cersei is amazed by it because she never seen it before. So she wished he could have did what Danny did. Like that's the way she probably would have came in too.
Oh, I'm pretty quite.
But she can't exactly. She just can't show it though. She's not going to show the other people there that they got to her like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, one thing I really love how poised Danny was.
Yeah, she came in. She was like, my apologies.
She was like, wow. And like Cersei, she was so ready to
go at her. She was so ready.
She wanted a reason. She wanted a reason, and Daddy wasn't gonna give her one.
Yeah, she was like, my apologies.
Mm-hmm.
Like so
exactly. Like looked at her and just went back, resting bitch face the whole time. But regal.
Yes.
But regal.
Yes. I feel regal like she had the best resting bitch face the whole entire scene. Yes. Mm-hmm. She'll say what she had to say. Mm-hmm. And every time somebody cut her off, and then Tyrion had her back, she'll look at Tyrion and be like,
and he had to start it off because somebody had to start off because at first there was no conversation.
Well, Tyrion tried to start.
Was like, so we are here today, dearly beloved.
And then Euron was like,
here to talk about these white walkers.
Like, who are you and why are you here? And we killed you. I was like, damn, Euron was disrespectful to her mother. We kill you people back where I'm from.
I was so. I don't know. I
guess that's just how he is. He's just very ignorant because he comes for Jamie.
But Jamie said something too though. He was like, "What are you doing?"
Just like let him
talk to. He was talking to me, and she was like, "Sit down." He didn't even say anything. Mm-hmm. So one thing I'm really pissed about. I seen this meme, and it was a meme about how you talk to short people.
Oh no!
It did.
I saw it. Yeah,
you know, because that's how squatted down.
Yeah,
down.
Euron was squatted with his hip like that. When he looking at Tyrion. So they said that's how you look at. You don't stand up and bend over. You gotta put your arms on it and squat down. I was like, wow,
that's funny.
And then they showed a picture of him squatting down, and I was like, I hate you. I hated him instantly.
But Tyrion he came back at him. He looked at Theon. He was like, didn't you say you did say his jokes weren't not that funny, right?
Mm-hmm. Theon. I get to Theon. Theon had some balls. He was like, he always gotta explain them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He always got to explain it.
Yeah. So,
I understand. That's funny.
So I like how everybody was. I mean, one thing about this whole thing that really still pisses me off is why do we need to sit here and convince Cersei? Like, I get it. You know, we need to neutralize this threat right here so we can fight the bigger problem and then we kind of handle this. I understand that, but I feel like everybody is like, I feel like you're giving so much more power to Cersei than what she actually truly has. Yeah. Oh, and it could be the illusion of giving you the power, because later on, Cersei kind of does say, all right, I'll agree to your truce, but the King of the North, no matter what, you need to stay out of this. And Danny is like, not me. Mm-hmm. Okay, like trying, let her know that you can tell him what you want to tell him though, but not me.
Yeah, she's like, I don't trust you. I don't trust you.
Yeah, I don't trust you. But it just irks me that I feel like everybody's giving a lot more power to Cersei than what she.
I don't know. I don't know if they're looking at it like they want the army because they need the numbers in order to fight, and so that's how they're looking at it, and they. Thinking more of like protecting the land because if they go and rule all the kingdom and stuff, the White Walkers coming through and destroying all this land. Unless, that's how I'm seeing it. As wow, they probably do. Or all this could just be fake. They could just be doing this to lower her guard, but she's not lowering their guard. It's just, I don't know. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I'm not sure because how they left it. Because what happened in there? Yeah, because she was like, okay, Truce, that's cool. You bend your knee to me then. No, my lady, I can't bend my knee to you. I don't know how I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do British. It's not happening.
Yeah, he was like, I already
chose.
I already chose to bend the knee to one queen. Which he ain't told nobody yet. He didn't even tell Tyrion. No one, everybody found out.
Then I have bended my knee.
Yeah, Danny didn't even tell nobody yet that he had did that. So
right.
Tyrion was like, I'm glad you bent the lead, but can you lie for it?
Yeah.
But yeah, Cersei wanted that truth, that truce from she wanted him to be neutral. She didn't want him to be part of the fight, so it would just be her and Danny fighting each other. He stay out of it, but he was like, nah.
But he can't. And then he's so loyal. All that integrity. That was integrity right there. To say, I'm sorry, my lady, I can't do that. And then to have everybody come to him saying, why didn't you?
Yeah, even Danny.
That's not my.
Even Danny was.
That's not my
upset.
character.
Yeah,
I don't do that. So I took a lot of...
I think it kind of made Danny hot a little bit, but she was still upset about it. Yeah. Because of that moment. But I think deep down, she was like, oh, shut.
Yeah, he's like...
He's standing up for me.
I know. He's standing up for me.
Yeah.
My nephew Boo standing up for me.
My nephew Boo.
Standing up for me. So.
Yeah, but like y'all said, that messed up. Cersei was like, she left, and Tyrion was like, I'll go talk to her. And even Jon said, Jon was like, I'll go do it. He was like, if you do it, she's going to definitely kill you. He was like, I might die, but at least, it might be worth it to get this thing back on track. So I kind of looked at that too, as Tyrion wants to be a hero for Dany. Like he, even though she kept saying he wants to be the hero. I'm not saying he romantically likes her, but he likes to show that he's worth something.
And he needs to step it up too, because
that's probably why it was more important to him to do this, because
he needed to.
He's messed up.
He's been game over there in Westeros, but now they're actually here, and he's not doing so well. Right. He's not so
because he hasn't been on point as far as like talking to Dany. Because he's like, well, she's a woman. She can do what he wants. But then the one guy was like, you need to talk to her. She needs to listen. And he's like, okay. So I feel like he's stepped up his game a little bit more as far as talking to Dany and just making himself just more that liaison. Yeah. Because of that. It's like, well, you need to step up. You're a right-hand man, step up. And he's like, all right. I'm going to do better.
Well, I knew when they wanted them two to talk. They always have good scenes together. Him and Cersei. So that scenes are always powerful.
Well, I told her, side note, pop-up, I read somewhere recently that they are like best friends.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
And they kind of, he kind of got her not necessarily got her apart,
but put her name out there probably.
For it to get,
So I can't see anybody else playing.
So he bumps into Jaime first, and he was like, Jaime was like, you sure you want to do this? And he was like, yeah. It might be the last time I see you, though. So.
It was like they call each other idiots.
Yeah.
I see you, one idiot from the other idiot.
And then you see him walk past the mountain, and you just like, geez, the mountain. Like, he just looked at Jaime like, maybe I'll see you if I see you. So, and then that comes, they went into it. They got into it about the family stuff.
I know, and that's the scene that made me almost want to cry, because he's like, I'm sorry for the death.
But she made a good point. Her point, I was like, it's a valid point. You didn't kill the father.
All that other stuff wouldn't happen. Nobody would have felt to come after them.
Yeah, like the girl. Not directly, but with Tywin, when Tywin died, that's when but the girl was already gone. So they wouldn't think they tried to kill her with Tywin.
So I don't understand with the kids, because I know how Joffrey died.
Well, she's
saying that because his father was dead, they was left vulnerable.
And he sent the girl over there. It was his idea to do that because he was one. He did it for his own reasons. I think because he knew something would happen with her and the boy. He tried to get that together, help them land out. But he also wanted to mess with Cersei. He was like, "You want to do this to me?" I forgot what she did to him before. Oh. What did she do to him? Something she did to him made him mad, and then he sent Marcellus. Is that her name? Was it Marcellus?
He sent her over there to.
And she was devastated. She was like, "How can you send my girl over there?" Blah blah blah. And he was like, "It's safer for her there than here."
Well, I give it. I mean, Tyrion. I mean, he was an excellent hand. He's been the Mad King's hand for all of these years. So, and when he sent her over there, he probably.
He wasn't expecting none of that, of course.
No, right, but he probably was. He sent her over there to bridge that gap between him and Dorne.
He wanted them
to throw daggers at Cersei.
Yeah, that's what he was doing. It just but they would never have tried to come. They would never try to kill her and then worry about somebody coming at them. Because Tywin, if he was alive, he would have been sent the whole army. Dorne, they would have wiped him off the map. If now Cersei didn't have the power at the time when it happened. She was still dealing with that's what she was mad too. All those sept people came out. All the preacher.
She did that was the cause of herself.
I know, but she blamed on him because Tyron would never had let that happen.
No, you're right. Tyron wouldn't allow her to make a dumb alliance like that.
Well, yeah,
that's exactly
true.
Right. So it has nothing. Honestly, it has nothing to do with Tyrion. That right there is all her. Mm-hmm. What you were saying about with Marcella about the daughter, that she felt that the daughter would still be alive, that the father was alive. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna agree to disagree with you on that. Mm-hmm. Because if Tyrion was alive and they felt the need to kill Joffrey, mm-hmm. that didn't stop them then. So
yeah. They gonna die regardless. But the way they covered it up was easier. No one knew that till the Marcellus. Jamie knew who killed his daughter. Like soon he got on the boat, mm-hmm. That was obvious. Right. Like he was on his way back. So if his father was still alive, he would kill Dad. They killed my daughter. Well, not my daughter, but they killed your granddaughter. Mm-hmm. He can't say it's his daughter because Time don't want to hear all that. So he was like, they killed his granddaughter. Mm-hmm. Let's do something. And he would have sent them out, and all of them would have been back over there.
Why couldn't they have done it? Why couldn't?
Well,
what's keeping Jamie or Cersei from doing it?
Cersei got in trouble when Jamie came back. Cersei was already dealing with the. Remember, he was gone for a minute. Mm-hmm. That whole season, him and Bronn spent most of that in Dorne. She was dealing with the sept and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, that's right.
When he came back, she had just became queen. Uh-huh. Remember, she had just.
He came back to his dad's son, and
the girl was dead.
Yeah.
So all that happened while the whole sept, I keep calling him preacher because the whole religion thing happened while he was away. He was away for a whole season almost.
Oh, dang! I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, he would have probably done something to help out. But, and the mountain head just came back after. Remember after she did the walk of shame? Mm-hmm. That's when the mountain reemerged.
You're absolutely right. Because as soon as she came through the doors, Corbin came right down the stairs with
he put the roll around her and was like, "Look what I got for you.
Mm-hmm. How do you want to take care of this?"
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So all that, her hair was cut off and all that stuff had happened. Jamie didn't know none of this. Mm-hmm. But when because they got captured when they was in Dorne. Mm-hmm. So that could have been a couple of days. Remember, Bronn got poisoned and all that stuff. And the girl was trying to make him say who's the most beautiful girl and all that. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think that we went off on a tangent. Sorry, people.
No,
but so where was that? We just went on to a whole nother. I told you I was going to do this.
Cersei blaming Tyrion about all the children.
But that's why I think I agree. I see what you say. Agree to disagree. Some of it is her fault. I do think some of it is his fault.
I don't think any of it is Tyrion's fault.
No. I'm just saying, not from the point of view like he shouldn't have did what he did, but the fact that what happened after the father who pretty much was the king, even though he wasn't the king,
wrongfully convicted his son.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying what he did, killing his father was wrong for him. I'm just saying all the stuff that happened after would not have happened as badly if Tywin was alive.
If Tywin hadn't,
those religious people would not have tried to take over if Tywin was alive. They've been there all this time.
Tywin would have been alive if he wouldn't have wrongfully convicted his son of killing Joffrey.
That is
true.
So
it's all Tywin's fault then.
Well, we just blame Tywin.
Okay, we're gonna agree to disagree.
Okay, that's fine.
Because the granted, they. Opportunity was presented to them and they took it. Mm-hmm. Opportunity was presented to them from somebody who I guess don't know what she's doing or thinks she knows. Yes, thinks she knows what she's doing, and they took it and they ran with it. It has nothing to do with Tyrion's killing Tywin. That's how I see it.
Right. Okay, we'll agree to disagree. Mm-hmm. But. So basically, they had that conversation. Mm-hmm. Tywin was like, you mad? Just kill me.
Mm-hmm. You want something?
No,
you want some of this?
Yeah.
What is this?
He was like,
it's very smooth.
If you you mad, kill me. Mm-hmm. I'm pausing it. Keep it going. Are we pausing? Are we taking a break?
No, she gonna just.
All right. Well, so he was like, just a little bit of this. Cause I got the lemon. I'll mix it with the lemonade.
All right, mix it for you. Want more ice?
Yeah, please. No, I'm good on ice. Yeah, he was like, "Go and kill me, girl. Mm-hmm. What you gonna do?" He was shook too, though, because I knew he wasn't gonna die. It just, I just had a feeling he wasn't. I wasn't.
We're getting towards the end.
I was more prepared for Jamie dying.
Yeah.
Than I just had a feeling he wasn't going to die in that scene.
Okay. You know what? I agree with you on that. I didn't think that he was going to die either because he knew that my queen is somewhere. Khaleesi
and I
is
thought,
right there with the dragon.
I just was like, because I kept looking at it, and her poker face is so good. But I'm like, she knows that he didn't do this. Mm-hmm. So and I was like, you're not going to just kill this man.
So you think that was the main reason why she relented a little bit?
Just a little bit.
Out the truth that he really didn't kill him.
Just a little bit.
Even though she's still blaming for it.
Mm-hmm. So because she did blatantly said, "You killed my son." It's just like, and now time I was thinking, I was like, but you know it wasn't him now for a fact. You know it wasn't him.
It would have been cool if Jamie said that to him too, though. The only thing we ever had a scene where Jamie said, "I know that you didn't kill him."
That needs to be said. Hopefully, but you know what? Maybe that'll happen next season because now I think they're going to be joined up. Maybe they can have some more heart to heart.
I feel like they should have been said that though.
I don't know. I agree with you.
They should have. When Braun took him down there, he should have been like, "I know the truth now."
Yeah, he should have. That's a good point.
I do feel
it's too late now. He should have did it already.
It's just the mood is gone now.
Right.
It would have been stronger then.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I feel like the scenes with the sisters and brothers that I felt like they didn't give me enough with Jamie and Tyrion. I felt like I was cut short. But on the flip side, I feel like that I kind of got more of it with Cersei and Tyrion. Not realizing that deep down inside, like, I think I really, me personally, like watching the show and following the story for so long. Yeah, I really needed them to try to not reconcile, but they needed to face each other.
Yeah. They needed to talk.
They needed to. It was a lot. The look she gave him when she first got up there, he said in the behind the scenes, he was like he said it was like in real life. He said that look, I was scared to death in real life.
Yeah, especially look. Oh, speaking of, the mountain came right behind you and shut the door, and then he looked behind him like. Yeah. I'm gonna die, but you know what? I give it to him. He kept his poker face like he went out. He was gonna go out like he was right for it. And then after that, he went to go get the wine.
He was like he had one, and he poured another one. Like he poured a second. I started dying. I was like, oh, he's serious. Like I gotta have two. Yeah, and then he poured her one.
Yeah, and then, she didn't drink.
And then he was like, "You pregnant?"
Then she touched her stomach. Yeah. So when they came out of there. Are we done with that scene?
Yeah, because it's cut. It's cut off. So.
Yeah, it is cut off because we don't know.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. But that scene cut off, so it's a lot of plot lines out there. A lot of people thinking that he make a deal with her. You know, what did they say after that?
I wouldn't know what type of deal he would have made, but that's
a lot of people say because he kept saying the whole talk like, "I would never betray my family. I would never want my family dead. I didn't." She was like, Danny wanted to burn everything down. I told her not to. She listened to me. So a lot of people was thinking that he kept saying that, like, he really does care about his family.
He does care about his family.
He loves Danny, but he cares about his family. So
even though she brought up again, I guess trying to compare, when he was trying to compare the two queens, and Cersei brought up the fact that Tyrion had said, you just said she was going to come and burn down King's Landing with her dragons. But Tyrion did say, well, she's more rational. She listened.
She listened to him.
She has somebody trying to pull her down.
Yeah, she doesn't have a yes man all around her. Yeah. And that's all that Cersei.
But then the scene, like you said, it switched over.
Yeah, then it went over there, and then meanwhile, quick little WebMD story talking about I can't get pregnant.
Yeah.
You know I can't handle babies.
He had a comment.
Yeah. So that.
You like and you believe everything that
challenge.
You believe everything this witch say?
Yeah.
You sure?
When I saw that meme.
Yeah, challenge. I can't get pregnant or
how
WebMD.
Do you know?
The WebMD.
Yeah,
WebMD. Yo, I died laughing at that.
Like,
I have all the symptoms. I have all the
some
symptoms.
people can be wrong sometimes. Sometimes people can be wrong.
Yeah, they can be really wrong.
That was funny.
And then
Tyron came back.
Yeah, and said that then that's when Cersei was like, okay, we have a truce. But then the truth is only going to last until.
And she was like, I want y'all to remember that I did this without y'all.
Right.
Without asking anything of y'all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's what kind of, that statement right there, and then a statement that we'll probably talk about a little bit later on, leads me to think that maybe Tyrion did not cut a deal with her.
Well, yeah, because some people think that she played him. Like, they were trying to both play each other, in a sense. They always, Game of Thrones, they always got pieces they trying to move, but she faked him out with the baby thing, and he used that to get her to, look, the baby, blah, 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 and she was like, all right, I'm going to do it. But then, like you said, later on, she comes back and was like, I got him. Because if they didn't come up with some type of plan together, if she did lie, she got him. Because she made everybody think that she was doing it, even him. And which she wanted to do. She faked. Because they say, even with, remember at the end, she already said that, she told Jamie, when she called him Indy, like, I already talked to Homeboy. Euron, and he already know what the deal is. So he was like,
and he was out of the loop. Yeah, that made him feel some type of way that he wasn't even part of the strategy.
You talked to him. She talked to Euron before they even came down.
That's
right. Are we jumping ahead to this scene?
We might as well, because we gotta. Yeah. We can do Winterfell by itself.
Yeah, okay. That's a different.
So that whole scene right there, she really pissed me off. And one thing, what I just said a few minutes ago, that she has said that, all right, I'm going to allow my army to go with you guys. Call off the banner.
Yeah, call off the banner.
I want y'all to remember that I didn't ask for anything for y'all. So, when she was talking to Jamie, I'm slow because I got to get these names together. When she was talking to Jamie, and she told Jamie, you really think I'm going to trust the man who killed our father?
Yeah.
So... And the fact that she had already planned a contingency plan with sending Euron to go get the Golden Company, that she this somewhat kind of played in her favor. And one thing I feel like for last season was season 6, half of season 5, all the way up to now. I think us as Game of Thrones fans and has been watching the show and been sick with it for so long, one thing that we have forgotten, that the bad guys have always won.
Yeah.
And I feel like, so in her mind, like, I may not be the best, but my plans, my schemes do come together.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like this whole scene, everything, John saying, no, I can't bow down to you, even though she don't like Dany, and even though, they didn't, I feel like everything worked into her favor to go into her plan. That's why I also feel like, even though next season is the last season, it honestly, because it's Game of Thrones, it could continue to be the bad guys winning, and they will win. But that's why I feel like that what's going to happen with Euron and Theon is going to stop the Golden Company.
That's a big part of it.
I feel like this is her last big hoorah in this series. And then next season, it's just going to all completely fall apart. And honestly, it has to fall apart to play in with her prophecy. Because her prophecy a part of her prophecy said that you will be queen, but a more, was it a younger queen?
It's going to come.
And a more beautiful queen is going to come and take the throne.
And that's one of the things that Euron said to her, like he wants to marry the most beautiful queen. In the beginning, when he first met her, but then when he saw Dany, he was probably like, "Oh."
And she got dragons.
And that's why even though he mentioned the comment about let's go on our boats and let's stay on the boats and let everybody kill each other, and me and you be left. Even though he was doing that for Cersei, back in his mind, he probably was like, "Hey."
I feel like Cersei knew that he meant it.
He meant it, but he was playing everybody. Because that's what they talked about, but he still meant that. So I know she got a backup plan for him anyway. Even if let's say it didn't work out for, she probably killed him anyway when he gets back with Essos. Like, Mountain, all right, thank you for doing that. Out. She don't want nothing to do with Euron. Yeah. She's not getting with Euron like that. I would never even worry about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole thing with Jamie when she said that to him, I was like. She was plotting the whole time. Like I think they already knew that John was coming back with the white. she'd never seen it before, but she probably told Euron, like, look, I'm going to play it cool. We got to have a backup plan. Whatever this thing is, I'm still going to be queen, and so let's do this. Now, I guess she didn't put Jaime in it because she don't trust Jaime, like she said.
She called him an idiot or something like that. All the Lannisters, you are a complete idiot or something like that.
I knew you was
the dumbest Lannister.
The dumbest Lannister. That's what it was.
So,
but you know what? On the flip side, she giving credit to Tyrion. She won't do that to his face. No. But she knows that Tyrion is very strategic, very smart, and very wise, and he could really, truly, honestly. Be a great. Well, he will be a great hand of the queen.
But now she giving Tyrion, she giving Euron more credit than Jaime, and he don't like that.
Wait, where do you see?
Just the fact that she's talking to him about
the strategy and
not him. He's like, I'm the commander of your army.
Yeah. You know what? On the flip side, I agree with you on that.
Why did she keep him in the dark?
But I feel like she kept him in the dark because
he doesn't want to do it.
No.
But she knew that he would try to convince her not to.
Well, she said that.
Not so, but what I was thinking was that she made a very good point. Going back and forth with her and Jaime, she kept saying, "You betrayed me. You betrayed me. You betrayed me. You went and met with Tyrion and had a conversation without even talking to me about it." So I felt like this conversation that she had with Euron and set these plans in motion was kind of like digging like a stab in Jaime back because of that situation.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah. But she was hitting him with that treason line. I was like, treason? He's like, treason?
Oh, my gosh. And my heart dropped. Oh, my gosh. With the TV. I was like, please don't kill Jaime.
She was like, I don't believe it. I thought she was serious.
I saw the fear in her eyes.
Soon as that, I was like, this Game of Thrones.
Yeah, as soon as Malcolm pulled that
your hand flying off.
And then he just walked away. Yeah. And I was just like, thank goodness.
Well, no, he called her bluff.
He did.
And so
he walked off. So and he's going to join Tyrion.
Well,
how did the mountain know?
Some people think they have some type of telepathy going on. Which I don't know.
She gave him like a head something.
But they said
whatever head nod she gave him.
She gave him a one nod. One nod means pull out the sword.
But she could have, because he's technically half dead. So Kyron could have trained him like, look, she gonna do this or wink her eye or flinch here, and that means do this. So she could have like easily just blinked twice, and he just knew to go, and then he was just waiting for that third blink,
right?
And she didn't do it, and maybe that's it.
Yeah.
But Jaime don't know none of this, so he just like, I don't call you bluff, and then he walked off, and I was like,
so that's it. That's it.
So now is he part of?
That's it.
But you know what? She kept saying, "Nobody walks away from me. Nobody walks."
That's twice. He said she said, "No one walks from me." Period.
Yeah.
And he did it twice.
He calls her bluff. I'm happy for him. Jaime is not the same. Well, nobody is not the same person who they were at the beginning of the season.
Jaime was an asshole at the beginning of the show.
He was horrible.
I don't know if him losing his hand and being locked up in that crate humbled him. But he's not the same. He's not the same Jaime. He's not the same anymore. He's not like how he was.
I think he did.
I think he did.
He's not like
and
that.
him meeting Brienne helped him too.
Yeah, because he was good. I mean, he pushing children out of windows and all this other stuff. He didn't care.
He still would do almost anything for Cersei, but now he's.
I don't know.
No, not now.
Yeah,
I'm saying, but even before this, he was still there. Like he will. Yeah. He might not kill his brother for her.
But I think now he will have reservations.
Yeah,
just because of how his character and his compass has changed.
But now he's gone though, so he covers his hand up. He don't even have the Lannister stuff on no more. Because a lot of people like, why he just take her army with him? Yeah. But I guess
take whoever will follow him.
Yeah, but he didn't take anybody.
He's coming with me.
He bounced, so they like.
No, I feel like he ran. I'm not gonna say. I feel like he was like, this bitch could call the mountain any second now. Let me hurry up and get up out of here.
Yeah. Let me change our clothes first. He's out.
I already said that he's not going to go to Winterfell. I got a feeling he's going to head to He's going to head to Dragonstone.
But they're not there though.
Well, now they're not. So I'm like, can he ride the? I guess he gonna ride to Winterfell by himself.
He could.
Where his BFF?
In the snow.
He needs to tell his BFF.
You're right about that. But on that note, I saw the first season, the first episode of the series a couple of days ago, and it will take him a month to get there. Probably even longer because of the winter.
That's what I mean. This Game of Thrones.
She was like, "We've been traveling for a month, and you can't just She was talking to Robert.
This Game of Thrones, and they skip through anything.
Yeah, well, a year and a half.
But I was just thinking,
a month's time.
I'm just thinking, it's only two places he could go: is Winterfell or Dragonstone.
Well, nobody's in Dragonstone, so.
But he doesn't know that.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
He don't have a clue they sailed off yet.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
So that's closer for him. Or I doubt he'd go to Castle Rock because that's still Lannister territory. They probably took it back after.
Well, they took. We don't know because it's taken over now.
Well, I don't know because if there's she could easily she took all the Sully with her. There was nothing there for her to take it.
So does that mean Grey Worm's folks aren't there anymore? Hold it down?
No, in the beginning of the episode, it showed.
It just showed we don't know. It didn't say it was everybody.
I don't. But why? Why would Cersei let her do that?
Take it over? They had something. No, because didn't Jamie have a plan? They had a plan like y'all can have that.
They let them.
Y'all can have that. He could go there too then, because that's his home. He could go to Castle Rock.
That's what I'm thinking. That he would surrender. Be like, I'm sorry.
I mean, sort of surrender, but not surrender.
If he surrender, he would probably go to John and Danny.
That's what I'm saying.
He needs to go to the source.
But
that's where he's going.
That's why I feel he would go to Dragonstone first, looking for them, realize they're not there,
and then head up to Winterfell.
But Ron's going to come with him.
Somebody,
BFF.
He may be, but he didn't show him yet. But some people think
maybe he'll go back
and be with Cersei because we
he's
never been the same.
He's gonna stay where the money is. If Jamie can't pay him, he's not going with him.
Yeah, but
never mind. So forget I said that.
He might. I think Ron might.
The money.
Cersei. You think Jamie has the money? So is he gonna come?
No. So somebody posted this in a group on Facebook, and that they think that Ron was gonna same thing stay with Cersei. Yeah. But you gotta remember. I take every conversation, everything is foreshadowing for something down the line.
Okay.
When they were walking to the dragon pit, Tyrion and Bronn had a conversation. Tyrion was like, "You sure you don't want to come over here to the light, get out from the dark side?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "Nope, I'm fine where I'm at." And Tyrion was like, "Well, we'll double your pay."
He did say that. That's just accurate.
He was like,
Lannister always repay that debt.
But that's a Lannister though. Yeah. But I feel like he would have more chances of getting his debt paid to him from Tyrion and or Jamie, but not Cersei.
That's a good point. He's gonna go with Jamie. That's a prediction for next season.
Who's gonna go with Jamie?
2050, whenever it comes back.
Who's gonna go with Jamie?
How old I be? Women 2050. How old I be? Oh God. I probably don't even remember.
I know when this new season come out, I'm be 40.
I'll be 29.
Alright, that's nice.
How old I be? I'll be 20. I'll be 18.
It's messed up.
They're making us wait till we turn ages.
But
so
yeah.
Let me ask a quick question. I'm derailing a little bit.
No problem. We doing good.
Cool. Very good.
I don't know time. I'm just saying we went through the dragon pit.
We haven't hit the sisters. We haven't hit Winterfell. We haven't hit Winterfell
and the dragon.
That's it.
So yeah, and Winterfell shouldn't take us that long.
That's not gonna take long.
You're right. So we got to talk about Littlefinger.
But that's the gist of it.
So maybe we should talk about no.
You want to go to the dragon and Winterfell? You want to go to Winterfell?
Let's go to
Winterfell. Because
we say Rhaegar and Lyanna. What's the name of that?
Oh shoot, we got that too. Yeah.
That's at the end of the show anyway, though.
Yeah, that's the end of the show.
No, the dragon was the end.
No, but we're still talking about
He's talking about the White Walkers. So we got three things to talk about. We got
the lineage,
the
White Walker, and Winterfell.
Yeah. So we got.
What did you want to say?
No, what I was gonna ask was, darn, I kind of forgot my question when we was talking about. Oh, when was the book? How old are the books?
Early 90s, I think.
Early 90s.
And I don't know when does this stop? Are they free balling now?
Yeah, they've been free balling.
Oh yeah, they free balling. After
but that's what some people that's why
they've been free balling.
Some people think that when he finally finishes the book, it's going to be totally different than what they.
Honestly, I will hope the book is totally different because there's some things that I want to kind of with the theory out there about Tyrion being a Targaryen and not a Lannister. I hope that's true. So I kind of hope he does change the ending in the book. Yes, I've heard that George R.R. Martin gave them bullet points of like, all right, this is where I want to see this story go, and they've kind of been trying to feed off of each bullet point.
Okay.
I did hear that the WDs have had more of a challenge, and this is why they kind of said this is it. they've had more of a challenge trying to put everything together.
I understand that.
Without,
it takes a lot of writing. This takes a lot of time with them writing from nothing. Right now, they're just going off of what we're gonna happen next. So I wonder if they're starting it from like going from the end. So this is how we want the show to end. How can we get there? And working back that way.
All right, so we're going to Winterfell.
Yeah, let's go to Winterfell.
So Ariel.
Winterfell. Ariel is the Little Mermaid.
So it starts with Sansa having a conversation with Littlefinger.
Well,
you know how it started?
No, actually,
there was a couple different scenes.
The first one was basically Littlefinger's "Hello, lady." I don't know. He sounds like he's "Hello, lady." If you want to see what the worst thing a person can think about you, what you have to ask yourself the questions or something. And he was like, I don't know how that came about. It was something with Arya. Arya wants to be dead. Arya wants to be the queen. No, so he was like, ask yourself questions of the worst thing somebody. Ask yourself the questions of the worst thing somebody could think.
Well, let me back up a little bit. They received a raven from Jon stating that pretty much they were. What was the raven about? Were they going to King's Landing? Fealty to
how the ravens come to Winterfell because it takes a minute for them to get through the snow.
Oh no, that's not what I asked.
No, she's talking about the Jon Snow's ladder.
What did Jon Snow's ladder say?
Oh, that he bent the knee, and she was like, well, he didn't
discuss that with him,
and she was like, and Littlefinger was like, but trying to pick sides, maybe blah blah blah. It takes the ravens a certain amount of time to get here, and she was like, nah, that's how he is. He just does stuff about, me.
He's always been the way he, yeah.
And then they went into Ariel have stuff, her motives for dirt, saying that's when he hit her with the line. What was the line? It was a motive line. Like you can tell people.
You
play a game.
I play a game with myself.
Yes, to try to figure out what is the worst thing that people would do. And so he started asking Sansa all of these, like a series of questions. And I mean, he really. So here's the thing. I feel like the way that it was not scripted, but it was scripted on Littlefinger's part. Like he kind of knew that this was going to come up. All right, here are these series of questions that I'm going to ask you, and she answered them. So I recently saw. Yeah, I've been watching past episodes, and I jumped to season 3, and the first episode of season 3. There's a scene with Littlefinger and Sansa talking, and they're at the pier there in King's Landing. And Littlefinger is telling her, she's asking Littlefinger, like, how are you going to get me away? You told me you was going to get me away. You told me you were going to protect me. And he was like, well, I'm working on something, but when it happens, you need to be ready at a moment's notice. And she was like, well, tell me what it is. And he was like, I can't tell you because you was, you won't be able to keep it to yourself. And so somehow they started talking, and she made a very good statement. She said, I can't lie. You have said yourself that I'm a horrible liar. So jumping back to this season, this scene right here, when she was talking to Littlefinger, and the part of the third or fourth time that I watched it, being that I remembered this little information, she lied her tail off. But a friend of mine told me that technically, she didn't lie. Littlefinger was asking her on a sense of Arya.
Oh, okay.
Sansa was answering the questions on a sense of Littlefinger.
Okay.
So technically, she wasn't lying. She was speaking her truth, but she was speaking it from a different angle, and it was believable. That kind of ended that scene and kind of jumped around. But when it came back with Sansa standing on top of the castle looking out at the snow. And you can tell that she had like a lot on her mind. And she took a big deep breath, was like, okay, let's move forward. Call my sister into the Great Hall. Yep. Everybody was there. And
Bran with the receipts. Yep.
So as soon as I saw Bran, I knew something Well, okay, but leading up to that, it was for us to believe that it was going to be Arya.
Yeah, and that's why, because everything that they had in previous episodes led to it. Like, Arya being really, really creepy.
So you know what? Here's the thing, too.
Yeah.
And I thought about this earlier when we was talking about how much training, sword fighting training that Arya has had. Mm-hmm. Arya has had a lot of training.
Yes.
So I feel like she knew that Littlefinger was following her and was setting her up.
Yeah.
I feel like she did not tell Sansa. Mm-hmm. Well, maybe
she may not have told her because
may not have told Sansa.
Sansa is not a fast learner. We learned in that,
right? But she didn't tell Sansa. But when she sat there and told Sansa, "Let's play this game. Mm-hmm. I'm going to ask you a question," and she was like, "The last time the person that asked me the question, it didn't end so well for them." Mm-hmm. And we know that Sansa. I mean, Arya can tell when somebody is telling the truth or telling a lie.
Yeah.
And I feel like that is the real reason why she gave Arya that knife. It was it was like confirmation. Yeah. Like, all right, I believe you. Mm-hmm. I don't believe that you betrayed got our father killed. Yeah. All right, I'm on your side. Mm-hmm. Now, what happened off scene, or I did read, I saw a headline to an article, I didn't read it, that there was a scene that between them two that was deleted. Mm-hmm. Which, honestly, I'm happy that it was deleted. I like the suspense that built up to it. I liked how everything unfolds. I like not having that piece of information. Yep. Yeah. So when they first walked into it, and when Arya walked into the store,
the way she walked in like, what's going on?
No, it is. So
I like how she played it. She played
it very well.
So smooth. Yeah.
She looked at
everybody. And I didn't realize too when she walked in that it wasn't regular folk in there. It was military. It was the knights in there. All of them.
Yeah, when they closed that door, they all came into formation and they boxed them in. Mm-hmm. I like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But the question that she asked her, she was like, "Are you sure you want to do this?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you want to do this?" And Sansa's response was, she asked her, "Do you want to do this?" And she said, "No, but I mean, you have to do the honorable thing." Mm-hmm. But one thing I forgot to mention that when Arya first walked in there and she started looking around, she looked to her right first. Mm-hmm. And she looked behind her. She looked to her left and looked behind her. Mm-hmm. And then she looked at Littlefinger.
Yeah, I saw that. I noticed the way she did it.
He had it.
He just looked at it like...
Yes, I know what he did.
Smirk on his face.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah.
He had a little smirk on his face.
Yeah, because they caught him off guard. Like,
yes. And to me, it just...
personally to me, I wasn't expecting it, but I was sort of, but because I would guess, all right, when she said his name and he gave that look, I was like, she got him. But I was like, I kind of knew that, I kind of expected it. It wasn't until she started running off the different stuff that he had did, and I was like, oh my gosh, she keeps going. Mm-hmm. She they keep going Ariel on this. Then Bran was like, but yeah, his Bran. Look, his Bran way. He was like, yeah, but you spoke to him. You put the dagger to Ned's neck.
You told him not to trust you.
Yeah. He was like, I was like, oh, Bran, you forgot you got Wikipedia right here. He know everything.
Mm-hmm. You're right about that. But one thing I really enjoyed, what I liked about the scene was that she said, "You are called here today for murder and for treason. How do you is there? I forgot what the exact words, but pretty much she said, "Is there anything you want to say?" And she looked at him.
Lord Baelish. And he gave that white guy eyes. What's that? What?
Yeah.
That white guy look.
And he was like, I'm forgetting.
I'm confused. I'm confused.
And but her demeanor, how she said,
but you confused.
Mm-hmm. What part? Do you deny the murder of Jon Arryn, the letter to the cat, the dagger and framing of Tyrion, the betrayal of Ned? When she hit him with
the first one, I was like, that's the original thing he did.
It is because of you that developed the beef between the houses.
When he killed Robert's hand, that's how Robert went down there to get Ned. If he had never killed the original hand, Robert would never had to get Ned. Ned would never came up. Ned would never got killed.
So I got a couple of questions about this.
But all this still started because of a lie.
Right.
But still, that all happened because he wanted Robert's hand at the time. What was his name?
John Ares.
John Ares was investigating the bastards and was going to, and he found He found out about Glennie. What's his name?
Gendry.
Gendry. He found out about Gendry. He was the original one that found out about him.
Yeah.
Because Ned found out too.
He found out, investigated
what the heck what he did.
So why did he want him?
Littlefinger. I see, and they didn't say this, but I don't know if Cersei has something maybe to do with that, because somehow it benefited Littlefinger if this didn't happen. Because if this didn't happen, then none of their kids would have been.
He had a lot of charges too.
Wouldn't have been able to become king. Joffrey would never be king.
So he probably went to Cersei and told Cersei, like, I know you're live. This is what's happening. They're finding these bastards. Yeah. We need to do. That's what I think happened. He just
now Brandon didn't bring all that up. He might have to the girls, but not in there. They don't need to.
I mean, because they also brought up when he pushed the one down the well, and then he sold her to Ramsay.
But you know, if you look at it from their point of view, the Starks. Our father would never even have to be in King's Landing if you didn't do that. If you didn't kill him,
he did all of that.
He would never have been up there. He never would have investigated. Mm-hmm. He never would have got betrayed by you, and then got his head cut off. So this all started with you killing that one guy.
So when he killed the aunt, when he threw her down the hole,
because she knew, because she's the one that poisoned.
No. That was my she didn't poison. She started the trainer event, right? Like she sent the letter.
I thought she did poison.
I could be wrong.
I think she poisoned him. She did it. She's the one that gave him the poison, and she started the trail because she sent the letter to the mother saying that the Lannisters had something to do with this.
So my question is, did Cersei see him push her through the
Cersei? What do you mean?
No, I'm so sorry. Did Sansa see Littlefinger push the aunt down the hole?
No one saw that except for Bran.
So, okay.
But everybody knew that. I think it was hinted that he was around, that he was there. So, but Bran saying it to Sansa made sense probably to her. Like, the woman was crazy. Now he's in charge. He got the little boy.
How did that guy come? When he went to and said, "I'm the head leader of the Vale. I've demanded to take me back to."
Because he's running. He's in charge.
No, I get, but how the guy was like, "No, I'm not gonna do it." Because I do remember, women. Because Tony, I feel like
you say Sansa did see it.
Because I feel like Sansa stood up to him. Let me see.
Can find out.
Because I feel like that man that was there, he asked Sansa what happened, and she said she tripped. I don't know.
All right, while Stephanie's doing research, we will continue on real quick. So we did. So then he pleaded, like you said, he was confused. He wanted to take Sansa in the back. He begged
for his life. He got on his knees.
He wanted to take Sansa in the back. He's like, "Can we talk in private?"
Right. He's like, "No, we're done talking. This is it."
And then he got on his. Then that's when he went to the Vale guys and was like,
"He's like,
no, y'all take me back." And
no,
they were
sir.
like, "Nah, brother." That's when he started pleading, like, "Don't do it."
Then that's when he realized it was over.
Yeah, Ariel walked past him in the slow creep, like, yeah, but he had his neck up too. I was like, "Fool, put your neck down."
Killed him with his own dagger.
So do you think that?
I still don't think it was a fitting death, but whatever. But
it was neat.
I felt like he should have suffered more.
How could he have suffered?
I know, I get it.
Well, your throat being cut, you're suffering. But how?
You're bleeding out.
I feel like this man.
He was bleeding out though.
This man has done so much in this series to kill off so many people.
What would you have had him do? Chop off his penis or something? That would still keep him alive. We don't need him walking around with his.
No, you torture him a little bit, then do it.
No, he can still get out.
Punch him a little bit, knock him out.
He still has the gift of gab. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he could have probably gotten out somehow.
Well, let me tell you this. This is what I think. Arya was the executioner, and she did slit his throats. And
she got his face.
Yeah,
that's what you want. I'm not.
I feel before like that
though, before that though, the whole scene. If you notice, you guys probably know this, but the audience, that it was the same scene, same way Ned got killed. It was the same way Ned walked into the throne room when he had all the information about Joffrey, and Littlefinger was supposed to back him up. And remember, he was like,
he betrayed him.
He betrayed him. He was like, and Cersei was like, "No, we gonna somehow you gonna stop us." And he was like, whatever. I forgot that Robert. No, I think one of Robert's men to help him out. And Littlefinger came out with him behind with the knife on the throat. Was like, I told you not to trust nobody, and that's when Robert's men was backing up Littlefinger in the same way though. Because he thought he was coming in there just like Arya came in there, and but he got betrayed. Yeah. So they did. So that's why I liked how they did that because
that was really neat.
They got him the same way he got their father. They betrayed him the exact same way. Okay. And he could have killed Ned by slicing his throat, but he didn't.
I'm sorry, let me back up. If I remember correctly, I think Sansa was there because I think Sansa was, her aunt had saw Littlefinger kiss Sansa. So she kind of had her in the room where the hold was, and she was kind of confronting her, taunting her or whatever. And then I think Peter Baelish jumped in. I got the video right here. I'm about to look at it right now.
So yeah, she killed him, but like you said, the face, now Arya has a face now. And there's so many things she can do with that face. Arya has so many things she can do with that face now. Yeah. And
do you think she would... Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, my bad. Only bad part is his death going to get back up to King's Landing. Before she gets there.
I know, the Raven, who would send the Raven out saying...
Well, no one would say she could...
Time out. If somebody... If Sansa says not to send,
no one would send the Raven.
No, right. But my thought is, if word get back to them, they got a spy in their in the midst of them. Yeah. Because if she say don't say anything, we're gonna keep this amongst us. I'm so happy this get back to them.
But I would love to see.
I'm sorry.
When
no.
Is that everything that he's done that's bad?
No, this is the death. But listen to it.
Oh, all right.
My entire life.
Oh yeah, she was there when that happened. Yep.
Your sister.
Wow. So yeah, Sansa was there. All right, so there you that explains that right there. So Sansa could easily told that guy, like you said.
So she lied for him.
Yeah, but she could have told him, like, look, he did kill her, and Bronn saw it, and I was there too. So
confirmation.
But yeah,
and that's probably why he didn't say nobody was okay. Let me back. That brings up another thought. That's probably why he said then nobody was there, nobody did see it because he knew with the aunt death that Sansa was there. But when they started talking about the situation that happened with Ned and what got Ned ultimately killed, and he was like, nobody was there, nobody didn't see it. Us knowing who Bran is, I felt like it was a weak part on the showrunners or the directors of just how that unfolded. Like I wanted something a little bit more solid.
Someone said
Did you want to like see Bran stand there as in a vision?
Well,
no, I didn't want to see that. But being what we know, him saying nobody saw it, nobody was there. Like, come on, us watching this, we all know what's getting ready to happen right now, and ding, it happened.
But they were saying that if they showed Bronn talking to the girls any of these last scenes, then you would have knew what was going to happen.
No, not that. It was just that one line when Littlefinger was walking around when they accused him about the situation with Ned. He was like, I thought it was really foreshadowing. It was because we all knew what was going to happen. As soon as he said nobody was there, nobody didn't see this. We got the person right here who sees everything. It was foreshadowing. It was too foreshadowing for me, and I didn't like that. I felt it should have been a little bit more stronger. But then again, on the flip side, as somebody told me recently, it could have been just more confirmation for everybody and for Littlefinger to believe Bran when Bran say, I see everything and I know everything.
Okay. Well, and then it shows Ariel after Littlefinger's death. It shows Ariel. Arya.
A-R
and Sansa talking together and the mutual respect that everybody been waiting for. They finally showed some bonding, and she was like, "It's the nicest thing you said about me." And You know, I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
They
showed them connecting as siblings.
And she even said, she was like, I don't want to be Lady of Winterfell. That's all you.
Yeah, I felt like I felt like Sansa knew to her sister. I mean,
Sansa, she never wanted to. Period.
Yeah, so when he started telling her all of this stuff, I'm pretty sure Sansa was like, that's when Sansa started.
Yeah.
Like thinking, like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't think. Yeah, he was like, and what would she want to be next?
Mm-hmm.
And she'd be like, Lady, I don't think she want to do that. That's what she probably said in the back of her mind, but it was cool. Mm-hmm. So now we move to.
And now we're on the ship.
So we're gonna talk about the ship with.
With the Vision.
With the Vision, same time.
So we see Sam.
Yeah, Sam Tarwell. It's so funny that scene when Sam comes in and Bran is, hello. I knew you were coming. Or something like that. It was just weird. He's like, I know everything. Sam was like, and Sam was just like, okay, cool.
All right, did you?
Right on. So what's up? And then when Sam sits down, Bran starts telling the story. Because I think, what did Sam come in saying? Like, he's been reading the books in the library and that kind of stuff.
Sam came in because
he was looking for
he knew Bran because he
helped save him.
He
said that.
So he kind of just went to him and kind of like, hey, what's up? How you doing?
Ron was like, I'm the damn. Ron was like,
I'm a 3-hour Raven. Like, I don't know what that is.
He's like, okay, whatever.
I don't know.
And he was like, I know. I could see things and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And then somehow they got him to John, and he was like, John's not a bastard.
But wait a minute.
Yes, he does bring that up.
Bran said, I said, no.
He said, Bran said he's not a...
No, Bran, Sam said not
Sam told him he's not a bastard.
But let me back up a little bit because Bran did say something that was kind of important. I have seen on the group on Facebook that a lot of people have said that Bran can see the past, the present, and the future. Bran kind of answered that question. Bran kind of answered. Well, he kind of answered that question.
He can see the present.
Yeah, he got. Yeah, because he told him he was like 3-hour Raven. Sam was like, I don't know what that means. Mm-hmm. So they started talking, and he was like, well, I can see the past. And I can see what's happening now. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And made a point to stop there.
Some people think he can eventually be able to see the future, but not yet. He's not doing no future stuff now.
Yeah. Well, the scene that happened, the end scene when the White Walkers come to the wall and what's going to happen. A lot of people were saying that was Bran seeing the future like it already happened. But so that's the main reason why I spoke on it. Mm-hmm. But he started talking to him because he told him, he was like, I'm waiting to see John because I need to talk to John. Mm-hmm. And he was like, well, when somehow they got on the subject of like John is coming to Winterfell. Mm-hmm. And Sam was like, how you know John's coming to Winterfell? Was that one of your visions?
Yeah.
And Bron was like, no.
He showed him the note.
I thought that was
and he said he's coming with that. He's coming with Targaryen.
Yeah, he's coming with them.
Yeah. And then he goes into talking about we need to tell him the truth. And then he goes into Snow's lineage and everything that happened with Lyanna having the baby and going into the.
Bron thought that he was kidnapped.
Exactly.
He didn't know what Sam. That's when Sam was like,
right.
"No, he's not
he
a Sand." He said he's John Sand. He's like, he's not a Sand. His name because I got proof that he didn't say Gully. Gully helped him though.
Right. He's the son of Rhaegar Targaryen and Mount Lyanna.
Just to clarify, they were saying that he was a Sand because he was born in Dorne.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I need to research this because another question came up in the group on Facebook that, all right, so. How was he actually adorned when they was thinking that he should have been a Blackfire because of Rhaegar Targaryen? But I did hear on another podcast that it's not bastards are not named after their where their father are from. They're named after where their mother is from, which kind of makes sense.
So she was born in.
She's from Winterfell, so she's from Snow. Yeah. So technically, theoretically, he still is a Snow.
He's Jon Snow.
But one thing that they definitely picked up on was how I thought it was funny how Sam got so excited and he took credit for finding out this information. When it wasn't him, it was Gilly who found it out, along with all the shit/steps, 15,000 of them. But he got so excited, I guess, when he put 2 and 2 together, and Bran did make a very good point. Well, Sam did ask him and said, "Hey, is this something that you can see?" And this goes to show you how much
training he's been doing.
Yep, exactly. Because as soon as he said that, boom,
he went right to the wedding. And he stood right there to watch it.
Right, exactly. And it leads me to think that maybe
he been watching shit all the time.
So technically, I don't think Bran can see. I don't think he knows everything. I think he can see everything, and I think it got to be a point of reference.
Yeah, I'm about to say he has to already either know it to go back to it, or like Bran.
It would have to be something like you would have known 2 people had sex together, and he like take me to when they had sex. Well, you know what I mean? Well, you have to know something in order to go back to what.
And I think that's what's going to happen next season when all of this come about. When it comes to, because I don't feel like once it comes up and. Ultimately, I feel like Jon is going to have a problem knowing that he's in love and kind of slept with his aunt. I feel like
and father her child.
I would figure the opposite. I figure he won't have a problem with it.
Well, you got to think about it. Jon grew up in a society where incest is an issue, whereas Khaleesi, it's not an issue for them. So that's why I think Jon is going to have an issue.
They want to keep that love pure.
Khaleesi is not going to have an issue about it. So,
but I think Jon would have an issue with the fact that Daenerys killed Sam's father and brother. When that comes out, that hasn't come out yet.
You think so? I don't think so.
I think
they may feel like, really?
But Sam is his boy. But Sam is his boy.
Yeah, I think they can be like, you did that? Really? I don't think
I'm going to give you a smack.
Bend over, let me tap that.
Let me see what's going on, girl.
All right, Auntie Boo.
Yeah, but I feel like what I think that Jon, I feel like his arc is going to be more like, have y'all seen Lord of the Rings? So you know Lord of the Rings, Aragorn, he was the true heir of, and he didn't want it.
Yeah.
So he had 2 movies, 2.5 movies going before he even accepted it. As soon as he accepted it, they defeated Mordor.
But they all united again with him.
Yeah, he brought everybody united. Yeah, so I feel like that arc is going to be similar to Jon Snow's arc.
I can see that.
I feel like, he's not going to want it. Khaleesi, I feel like she's going to be pissed. Because she's going to be like, I fought this, I did all of this, and I brought it.
She lied.
Well, and then for you to come and tell me that I'm like this?
A part of me feels like he's not going to just give it, not take it. I feel like part of me is going to be like, he's going to let her, if she wants to still be queen.
Yeah, I think
because he'll still be king. She'll just, like, hey, we're still going to be king and queen because I'm going to marry you.
He'll just be co-king.
Yeah, but you'll be the...
She'll be the head and it'll just like be vice president.
She could be it'll just be opposite. She'll be he'll be the vice president. I feel like he's not going to, because he doesn't really want it. Like you said, I don't even think they're going to force him. They couldn't, unless she says, you should take it.
No, I don't see.
And that's what I'm saying.
That'd be a big twist. But let me ask you this then. If that's the case then, let's think about this, what we know about in our society and reality. If she's the true heir, if he's the true heir and they marry each other, they're technically their king and queen, but he would have seniority no matter what. Unless he denounced it.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, I feel like he would do that for her because she did so much to get. She wants this. She wants to be the queen of everything. He doesn't. He king of the north. He didn't even ask to be that. They just made him that. He's like, well, I'll take it. So he's not even thinking about sitting on that throne. So I can see everybody pushing him, like Davos, Sansa, whatever, the family, other people, like, look, it's you, take it. And he look at her and be like, no, I love her. She wants it. I'm going to rule with her. But it's going to be all, at the end of the day, this is her kingdom. I'm ruling with her. I can see him doing that. But then I can also see that twist. You said her switching it back, like, you take it. Or we just do it together. And that's just how it might not end that happily ever after, but that's how it will be. They coexist. Because I don't see him break. If the incest part don't mess him up to the point where he's like, I ain't doing this no more, I don't see him saying, "Well, I'm the king now, and we ain't gonna deal with each other no more because I'm the king. You gotta listen to me."
Then who's gonna take care of the
baby? He's not that type of person.
The baby. Who's gonna take care of the baby?
Tywin.
Tyrion. Cersei.
No. So, but he's not the type of person. His arc has never made him that person where he's gonna be like. Soon they tell him that he's gonna say, "Well, I'm big headed."
We already know his character, and his character isn't like that. Yeah.
No, you good. So I don't see him telling her that. I can see him being pushed to do that. That might play some other roles. Where Sansa could be in his ear, like, "Take it, take it. This is you. We can finally get what Dad didn't want."
You know what? I feel like with Sansa character now, I don't.
Because that would bring her closer to it if he takes it.
I don't see Sansa like Sansa kind of pretty much had what she wanted.
Well,
and I think that's kind of what
that's true too.
What's been going on with her and Arya. Arya's like, you wanted this. If he
takes the kingdom, then she can still be the Lady of Winterfell.
Yeah, so that's. I mean, I think Sansa. Out of every character, I feel like out of every character, what they have wanted, I feel like Sansa pretty much is the only person to have. Sansa and Arya are the only two that have what they want. Arya wanted to be like this warrior knight. She wanted to be this badass bitch.
She got what she wanted.
She got what she wanted. Sansa had two. Technically, Cersei has the two. She wanted to be the queen. She wanted to have a no. Well, yeah, I felt like she wanted to have all the power, but soon as Dany stepped foot on solid ground in Westeros, that kind of went away from her.
I think, yeah. But, so backtracking real quick. So, yeah, Bran did he went there, he saw the wedding, he saw that it was actual mutual agreement, with no kidnapping, with no raping going on. They loved each other, and while they was talking, and he was narrating with the music in the background, Jon Snow was digging in Dany's guts. So that was what was going on.
No, he didn't dig in her guts.
I know.
That was horrible to me.
It was Cinemax.
It wasn't good.
It was.
No, it wasn't. It was
bad.
CBS.
Yeah.
You saw booty. You saw booty though.
Okay.
Yes, you ladies got to see that.
It was
but I didn't see nothing. It was not good for me as a man.
Yeah.
Come on, y'all been seeing titties the whole.
I ain't seen no Danny stuff.
The whole series, y'all been seeing
some dango.
It's been titties
all
season.
In the midst of all that, so it showed that then they announced his name, and it was
Aegon Targaryen. Aegon, is it Aegon or Aegon?
So he's named after the older brother. What is this? I'll say it was the brother, not the father.
Honestly, in the show, for what I've read, in the show they have never said Rhaegar's children's name.
But someone said
in the book.
In the book, it's the older brother.
It was only two kids, right?
Yeah. No.
So it was a boy and a girl, and then Jon.
No, hold up. Yes, it was two, and yes, you're right, because the kids got killed by the mountain.
So you know what? On another thing too, supposedly in the book,
the mountain killed.
That's what Oberyn. That's what the beef with Oberyn.
Yeah, so that's one of his kids' name that got killed by the mountain. That's why she named him because a lot of people were like, why would they want to name another child? They were dead. So,
but technically, in the storyline for the TV show, he's not named after a brother.
No, but the book is like
but the book is like that. Yeah. So, like I said, I have never read the book, but from all of my research and things that I read, on numerous occasions, there is somebody out there that is claiming to be Aegon. He didn't get killed for whatever reason. The babies were swapped. I don't understand that. I didn't know that.
Well, basically, so he has a name now. He's officially a Targaryen and a Stark. So,
and Rhaegar, he wasn't. I needed.
He wasn't a bad guy.
I needed my Thor. I needed somebody that had the hair, the long hair.
They said in the behind the scenes they wanted somebody that closely looked a little bit like was Nerys?
Her brother,
her brother, because they all have that type of flowing white hair.
So I'm not talking about that. This looked like some little strumble ass kid that has in the corner when somebody teased him in school. That's how he looked. Right. I needed somebody like Thor that's gonna be up.
Well, they not gonna look like that. You want Drogon.
For you people that didn't know,
I want Drogon with white blonde hair. That's exactly what I wanted.
That same guy did get his head bashed in by Robert Baratheon. So the one y'all talking about.
So don't mean
I'm just saying, he wasn't that strong.
Because of the rebellion.
I didn't say he was that strong, but
Robert killed him in the middle of battle. Robert was killing him while she was naming Jon Snow, and
I don't agree with that.
You don't think that happened at the same time?
So I was talking to.
That's what I thought happened. I thought he was sent off.
I don't know. I was talking to Tiara yesterday, and I told her. I said, "So this,
shout out Tiara."
the trailer events is kind of what iffy to me. Now I don't mean this literally, just figuratively or whatever. On Monday, Rhaegar kidnapped Lyanna. Wednesday, Robert finds out about it, and him and Ned's father and Ned's brother, they go and confront the king, and the king arrest him, kill them, or whatever.
Richard Stark.
Yeah, and then on by Saturday, Robert is fighting Rhaegar. And I mean, I don't mean that this literally happened Monday, Tuesday.
I got you, but
Friday.
You say this.
Like
you don't think that that scene when Ned Stark happened, the big war was going on at the same time.
Yeah.
Only why I think that is because when that scene happened, they even said that those knights that was waiting for them. He said something to them like, "Why aren't you like y'all here? Y'all not with y'all king?"
No, I'm not gonna say.
And they were like, "No, we here for." They were like, "They here for a reason." I remember him saying that.
No,
But that was probably the best fighter.
Yes.
That one night was the one with the two.
I get that. Rhaegar sent his best men to protect Lyanna.
Yeah, because they were like that. Not to protect him.
But from what I got was that Rhaegar was dead when they got to him.
So you saying Ned already knew he was dead?
Yeah.
So, okay.
So this is what
Tiara
Tiara told me. Okay. She said she think it happened over a long period of time. Because you got to think about it. They got married, and then she had the baby.
So that had to be 9 months.
Had to go by.
That's true.
At least 9 months had to go by.
At least 8,
and
9.
Then, and Tiara pointed out that, granted, though back in the day they're using this time they're using horses, and even though this past season everything communication between everybody was like email, but back then, you know, it would take some time to be like word need to get to Ned and his father that Lyanna was kidnapped. So, and then like I stated earlier, I saw in the first episode that it took them from King's Landing to Winterfell a whole entire month to travel there. So they had to leave Winterfell and get to King's Landing. So the way she pointed out to me, she gave me like the trailer events, like, all right, so by the time Ned actually got to her, I felt like Rhaegar was actually dead. Ned father, Ned brother were dead. Mad King was dead. Rhaegar and Robert was dead, and then Ned jumped in and was like, all right, I always got the sense that Robert and Ned were kind of were together.
Yeah.
So Ned probably got some type of clue of where his sister was and left Robert, being that he was holding his own,
with the army,
and went to Dorne where the tower was, and then found his sister.
That's a good point. Shout out to you. I can see that. I can see that because that's a lot of time to be.
Yeah. Yeah. So from the show, it just always made it seem like it was like
it happened right there.
Just like this.
Right. The baby didn't pop out in 2 months.
Yeah.
He could have been a preemie. He didn't look like a preemie, but still, it had to be at least 6. Let's say 6 at the latest. I mean, the earliest. That's still a lot of time for her to be kidnapped. And you ain't done nothing yet. And
then, like I said, Tiara made a very good point that, you know, it takes time for them to travel to this place, to that place, to this place, to that place.
I can see that.
Around, so.
All right, you're right. So now we know his name. We know he's a Targaryen. He's a Stark. So we're there. We know that everything was done on a lie, like Bran said. What the whole rebellion was all a lie. Robert loved.
Who started the lie? I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but I just thought about it. Like,
I'm thinking Baratheon. Robert Baratheon didn't start the lie.
Robert Baratheon thought they never, when she got kidnapped, when she left to go with him, she never sent, which is stupid. She never sent a crow back to her family like, I'm good, I'm with him. I guess she just went on feet. If you remember, he was married to.
So why did she do that?
You remember he was. Good question. You remember he was married to what's his face first? The dude from Dorne's sister. They had the babies, and then remember they said it was like one of those jousting matches. He won the jousting match. He's supposed to put it was like for the best, most beautiful woman. He's supposed to put it on his wife, but he put it to Lyanna. And after that, that's when their love affair started.
No, well, let me back up. I mean, maybe that's how it is in the show.
Yeah, in the show.
But in the book, there was a.
It was I remember she was a. Someone else said she was a knight. She was pretending to be a knight.
We don't know if it was her, but rumor was there was this knight. The Mad King sent Rhaegar to go kill this person, and when he found this person, that it was
her, and that he was so intrigued by it.
So intrigued, and they kind of fell in love.
Yeah, and then when he saw her again at that contest. You're right. At that contest, he put it on. He put those beads around her, whatever, flowers around her, because he remembered that was the second time he saw her. So why didn't she do? And then again, he whisked her away and they get married. That's a good question. You could easily send a crow.
Nobody was at that ceremony.
You can still send a crow to your father like that.
You know what? Maybe somebody else honestly was there. Maybe I have to go back.
I don't know, because in his vision, it could have
been somebody standing up on the side that we didn't see. Because
maybe.
Honestly, we saw this vision per
I don't care.
whoever the macer.
I don't care if it was just
Sam
the macer.
There could have been. Well, my point is, there could have been more. You got to remember, Sam cut Gilly off, so she didn't read the whole encounter.
But you still could send a raven to your father
and
tell your father that I'm good.
Yeah. So here's what I think kind of possibly why she didn't send a raven.
All right.
He sounded so disappointed when I said that.
She could have sent a raven.
I'm sorry. I agree with you. She could have sent a raven, but I try to justify things. I try to justify things. That's just me.
True.
But maybe she didn't send it because, like you said earlier, he was married to Lyanna. And maybe word didn't get out that he actually divorced her. Which I got a question about that. So pin that. And she was betrothed to Robert.
She was supposed to be with Robert. Yes, true.
And maybe during all of this time, the king is becoming mad. And she's probably knowing her that if she was this secret night killer, whoever she was, she probably was sitting around behind closed doors with her ear to the vein and listen to everybody. And they could have been talking about the king, like how mad he's going. Like, I don't trust him. I don't like him.
Okay, I see.
Because of this, we need to do something. And so maybe she knew that her father wasn't going to like it. The brother that died definitely was going to like it. Maybe not.
But she wasn't into Robert like that. Robert was into her. I
totally agree with you on that.
She wasn't into Robert. Like Robert thought she was, though. He just hit over here.
Honestly, I don't believe Robert thought she was. Well, I don't.
Well, according to Cersei, Robert didn't look like that when she met him either. He wasn't a big thing in the beginning. He was actually, he let himself go once he became king. Because that was a running joke in the beginning of the first episode.
Because he's talking about his belly.
Yeah, his belly. Like even Ned said that, like, you let yourself go after the war.
I agree with. I hear what you're saying on that, but
you're right. That don't mean she liked him.
Right, exactly.
That don't mean she liked him.
And Rhaegar, they're totally different spectrums.
I got it.
So this could be a tall guy with brunette hair. And she's just not into it. She's into blonde-haired guys. Blonde hair, blue eyes. That's who she likes. So maybe, I feel like at that time, maybe the betrothment was set up because, of how close everybody was. And be like, all right, yeah, you can go on and marry my daughter. And then Robert was like, yes, I want your daughter. He's all happy. I'm going to get what I want. I want this for Christmas. I'm getting my Christmas gift. And then she's like, no. I don't like it. So.
Yeah, but he thought, like you said, she was supposed to be married to him, just like Cersei was married to him, just like Dad was married to Cat, because of the alliances. Not because he fell in love with Cat. He did fall in love with something eventually, but not originally. He didn't. They were married off together. But so like back to what we keep going back to. So he's a Stark and a Targaryen. He's the main person supposed to be on the throne. Yeah, we got that.
He's the rightful.
There's gonna be some type of beef between maybe him and Dany, maybe with the incest, and then with who's going to be in charge. So my
question is what's going on with Tyrion? Because Tyrion he saw that
Tyrion was chilling.
He overheard that happening. It looks like he was more concerned with just them having sex. It was probably Something else going
on.
So some things like something else is going on.
Some things I heard. Some things I heard with that is he's in love with Danny, and so he's up. I'm just saying he's in love with Danny, so he's upset that this guy came out of nowhere and got her. So he's not happy about that. B.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. That sounds like the Pirate of the Caribbean song.
No, I know what you're talking about. No, this is a song from the show.
Oh, okay.
B.
I was gonna get the name of it.
B. He plotted with Cersei, so he's upset that he plotted with Cersei. Now he feels some type of way.
Right, he probably plotted like because
he feels some guilt, and now knowing that they hooking up, he's like, I don't want to. He feels guilt. And I forgot the third thing I thought about too. The third thing was he just don't want it to happen. Politically, he doesn't want them two to hook up. Not because he.
I kind of thought about that, but then I remembered there was a scene where he was kind of like, well, yeah, saw the way you've been looking at him.
But I also looked at that too as him he's just trying to figure out what is she thinking. Because if she said, he's kind of cute, I like him, then he might have been like, yeah, but he's a bastard. And, he might not want that. Now, let's find you another man like that. Not saying for him, but just not Jon Snow. So that's the three things. But I don't think he's in love with her. I do think he likes her. He cares about her a lot.
Yeah, I think he cares about her a lot.
And I do think since he feels like Jon has now got some control over her now.
Yeah.
That he does not have.
Yeah.
Because he's been pounding that thing up, and then Jon been pounding it up. So now Jon got her all warped in the mind. So and they love each other. She's gonna listen to Jon now over him. And
which may not be bad.
It might not, but that don't mean that helps him out as a hand. Not saying that, cause
I don't feel like Jon would come in and be like, all right, make me your hand, get rid of him.
But it's already happened before.
What? When?
When they came out the cave and she told him, and he told her what happened at with the Sully, how they got caught. And she was like, right. What do you want me to do? What should I do?
Should I do?
And then she went to Jon like, she like, fuck you. What do you want me to do? And then he told her something, but he didn't tell her. We didn't really hear what he said until Theon came and was like, where's the queen at? And he was like, oh, she ain't here. Because he told her what to do.
Yeah.
He didn't really,
he told her,
he told don't burn down King's Landing, don't be burning people. You're going to look like
in a different way, he kind of, I always took that scene that he kind of sided with Tyrion. But Tyrion was like, you can't just go burn down King's Landing. Yeah. You want people to whatever. And I feel like he kind of reworded it.
Yeah. But the way he reworded it, yeah. But
because I feel like this. I've always taken Dany to be like, she take advice from everybody, but she makes her own decision based on all the information that she has. But
she learned that over the years. She didn't used to do that. And that's what Alela, what's the mother's name? From they killed Joffrey, the old lady. That's what she was trying to tell her. Be the dragon, like make the final decision.
Because she also told him that these wise men or whatever because so what she did,
don't let them control you. Basically,
she took everybody, what everybody did, but like, okay, all right, I'm gonna one up you. I'm gonna burn them down. I'm not going to King's Landing. I'm gonna get them en route. So that's how, you're right.
But the fact that she did that in front of Tyrion made him, I'm pretty sure, he didn't forgot that.
Yeah.
That she didn't, that it wasn't you. It was Jon that I want to talk to. And then she sees everything bonding after that. And he sees all the bonding after that, the looks. We see the looks on TV.
She brought up the looks.
Yeah, well, yeah. And that's what Stephanie was saying. Yeah, he sees the looks too. Tyrion's stupid, he sees it. So when they hooked
brought it up to her, like, you see how he looks at you? She's like,
oh yeah, back at Dragonstone, the same episode.
Small for me.
Exactly.
Yeah. Back at Dragonstone, at the same episode, Joanna was like, I wouldn't go with Jon because somebody could pick you off. If you go, anybody could just be, let me kill the queen and be the man. But then Jon was like, it looks better if we go together. And she was like, boo, I'm going with you.
What is it, Auntie Boo Boo?
Yeah, Auntie like, she's like, you got me. I'm going with you. And I know Tyrion probably was like, God damn.
My nephew fine.
Tyrion probably was like, damn it.
You can get it in broad daylight.
Because he already loves her. And Tyrion just looking at it from a different political way. Mm-hmm. So I don't think it's I'm in love with you part either. I think it's the more political. It's hurting him to be the hand now that Jon is right there.
I agree with you on that.
Because unlike Cersei and Robert, they weren't in love with each other. Mm-hmm. So Robert would listen to his hand. Yeah. He ain't gonna listen to damn thing Cersei had to say. He was smashing whores and doing whatever he wanted. Yeah. But Jon's not gonna do that. He's gonna listen. They're gonna listen to each other. They're gonna work it out. But Jon still has respect for Tyrion. But at the same time, I think Dany's.
I totally agree with you. Tyrion is looking at it from his point of view, like I've been fucking up.
I'm fucking up. This new kid came out of nowhere, and yeah, what we at 2 hours?
Yeah, hour 45 minutes. Yep.
Yeah. All right, so
we got one more scene.
Yeah, we're not gonna go to 2 hours. We're gonna hit 2 hours. Be done, people. But so we got one more scene.
We do.
We got one more scene.
What scene is that?
Your favorite dragon. Your new dragon.
Damn, I forgot all about the White Walkers.
So we got one more scene with the White Walkers, and had Tormund, and I forgot the
Patch. I'm calling him Patch.
Yeah, Patch.
I don't know his name.
So we got the scene with them, and if you notice, there was crows flying over the wall before this scene started. Okay. So I think that was Bran.
Mm-hmm. Well, they showed Bran
it did show him do that?
Yeah, they did.
I don't know that, but I do.
And then it went to that.
It showed the crows flying over, so he was looking. He was there the whole time, which is cool.
Use the bathroom.
So he was flying over, and it showed Tormund and the Patch guy having a conversation about.
Can we actually pause? Because I got to say something that I heard about
that conversation. All right, so we're gonna go into the final scene again with the Whites and the brand new dragon that he has, a new pet toy. Mm-hmm. Stephanie wanted to say something about Bronn and the crows that I noticed going across. I didn't notice them warging into them.
If I can pull it up right quick.
But I did notice the crows, and it just was something about the crows. I had a feeling it had to be him.
So let's back up a little bit. I kind of don't get how Bronn is supposed to be the Night King. Mm-hmm. Now Tierra made a very good.
Mm-hmm. I see the Night King.
Well, that's like one of the things. So we don't know who the Night King is. Excuse me.
No, we don't.
We don't know who the Night King is. We don't know what they want. Which we kind of talked about that earlier. So I kind of have a thought of what they want, but. Tierra made another good point about Bran. How Bran has been going back. He's been warging. Is that the word? Warging?
That's what he was doing. Yep.
Yeah, he's been warging back into time, into people. And her example was, she told me of Hodor. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, how he warged. And that's how Hodor became Hodor because of that situation.
Because he saw Bran.
No. Well, do you remember, Tony? Do you remember when
people are starting to see Bran when he goes back though?
No, people can't see Bran. They possibly can hear Bran because that's kind of what
somebody else is there. I've noticed that when he goes back.
Yeah, but what Tierra's point was how he went to Hodor was when the the man in the chair. I don't know
when he changed him, when he made Hodor go.
He went into Hodor and made Hodor pick him up and run. Yeah. So Bran can walk into people.
Yes, he can. Yep.
Mm-hmm. So what she was saying was that he's been going back into time, trying to
fix things,
but he's been causing a mess. Mm-hmm. And this is how he become the Night King. One time he went back into the Night King when he was a person, a human, and he got stuck when the children of the forest made him Night King.
That's possible.
So technically, so what she was saying was that the Night King that we see today is actually Bran, but Bran that we see today is not the person that went back.
I understand what you're
saying. He haven't caught up to that timeline yet to jump back. You know what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. So that made very good sense to me. I hope that's not true. I hope that's not right.
No, I can see what you're saying.
I don't want. But so But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about with Bran.
Okay. So we see the crows fly over. We see Tormund and Patch have that conversation. Mm-hmm. They just talking and they looking over the looking out, and they say you see you see one white walk past and 2 and 3, and then I'm not paying. I'm like, okay, they coming.
Can I say something?
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but I saw them coming.
Oh, in the middle of the forest?
Yes. I'm gonna tell you how I saw them coming. It's always a cloud of smoke.
Oh yes, yeah. Like they followed coming with them.
And they come in a cloud of smoke. So when Tormund and whatever the guy name was talking, and they showed the view, they showed the scene of the forest. I saw that cloud, and I was like, "Damn, that's mighty cloudy." And then all of a sudden, I heard the music change. I said, "Oh shit!" And then I saw the White Walker walking on a horse. I said, "Oh shit, they're coming!" I thought,
They came deep.
They did. They came with everybody. They're all 100,000.
Yeah. So you see them coming. They blowing the horn. Storming. They just looking. Everything all calm. And next thing you know, you hear a little screeching in the background in the air, and here comes I want to say it right. Viserys. Viserion.
I don't know.
You see Viserion.
The dragon we don't care about.
Yeah, but we care about now because you have no choice.
Yeah.
So he comes in and just starts going at it. They ain't waste no time. He just starts going right at the wall.
Yep. Did you notice how fast he was and how bigger he was?
I didn't notice how big he was. I just knew how faster he was. And I think some people were saying like, well, how could he get faster? He got holes in his wings. I'm like, it's a freaking show. A, B is magic, and it's a polar bear running around with half his body taken off. It don't matter. He can just do it. He might be, but I do think he's gonna be a force to deal with. I saw it. I think he'd be a force to deal with because he is faster. I don't think he's bigger, but I think he's faster, and he's spitting out either. Some people think is magic or is flames. It can't be ice. To me, that's just stupid.
I'll tell you why I think it's magic. I think it's magic because that last breath or whatever you want to say, when he actually knocks down a hole in the wall, it goes for like 18-20 seconds.
Well, I saw that too, but they were saying, some of them were saying too that he's a dead dragon. He can just do that.
Well, I agree with you on
that.
It's
not like it's magic. It's magic and fire. Like he can just magically make it's Nike, and they would say it's a Nike controlling him, so he doesn't have to take a breath and breathe in between. He can just keep going at it. But yeah, so they did that thing. I loved the sound that he was making. I thought it was cool. He was going at it. The reflection that it showed on the White Walkers on the bottom, I thought it was cool because it was like they watching the fire. It was like they watching fireworks. They were just like, "Yeah, this is so pretty," and it was reflected off their faces. I thought, that was cool.
Well, you know what?
And the wall that everybody thought would never come down came the hell.
Well, we all knew the wall was coming down.
But you didn't know how. We never knew how. You never expected it to be friggin' dragon.
Honestly, because so that the show poster that came up with
the dragon on top of the dragon.
So I felt like that actually came from HBO, but I've heard a lot of people say that was a fan art.
That's what I heard too. Fan art. I think it was HBO. I think it got leaked, and I think it got leaked by HBO. But yeah, when he came in. This scene was cool.
So this scene right here. So the White Walker. I'm sorry, they all are not White Walkers. They're all called Whites. But the White Walker that's on the horse right there.
Yeah.
I honestly, this scene right here, that clip right there with the White Walker is the camera captured the White Walker and then
all of the
other That scene. That clip right there is probably like my favorite clip throughout the whole entire episode. Because he was just gradually walking. Like it looked like no purpose, no nothing, and he just stopped.
Yeah.
It wasn't like nobody said halt and he was like, oh.
He knew that it was.
He was just like, so you're right. He knew exactly what was coming, so he was just walking.
Yeah, I love the sound of the dragon. It's different. Now, I don't believe he's bigger. I do believe he's faster and he's definitely stronger. But what someone said I read too, he's still a white walk. You still can burn him up. So
but he
Drogo,
made a fire. I don't understand
well,
that because
he can still get set on
fire. He's going out blue ice.
He can get set on fire. Only one that can walk through the fire is the Night King. The rest of them can get lit up. Mm-hmm. So they were saying that Drogo still can beat him. Okay. If the two dragons team up, they can still get him. Now I don't think it's going to happen. I think the other dragon is gonna die. Yeah, and it's gonna be between Drogo and Drogo. And I say Drogo's gonna get hurt, but he's gonna take him out.
And I think that's why he's bigger and faster to be comfortable with Drogo.
Mm-hmm. I hope so. But I don't think Drogo's gonna die because I say they need Drogo still for Danny. Because the rumor is out there is that
Danny's gonna die.
No, Jon Snow can ride the other dragon, Rhaegar. Mm-hmm. So that's his dragon. Mm-hmm. So I can see him riding the dragon. Him and Danny are fighting the Night King. Mm-hmm. Like you said, Night King dragon gets Jon's dragon, but Drogo still lives. Now, where you get other dragons?
That would make Danny Khaleesi the hero, sort of say, but
Drogo's her strong. Drogo's but just played in the Game of Thrones. She might be the hero to save this. That don't mean she's going to sit on that throne, though. Mm-hmm. It still might be Jon sitting on it if she, like you said, lets them do it. Like said, it's you got this. But I can see that dragon dying, Rhaegar dying, too, because of this dragon, just because they want it to be a nice, cool scene. They fighting. He takes out one, then Drogo, like you said, takes out the rest.
Nobody didn't say, come on. Mm-hmm. Nobody say,
but he can catch on fire, though. That's all I want to say. Like, he can still burn, just like the rest of them can.
I did read somewhere, I think I saw a video, that the White Walkers and the Whites, they're different. The White Walkers are the babies that Castro, is that his name? Whoever was feeding to them. The White Walkers are actually, they're not born, but they're from
the dead people, the ones they killed.
They're human, turned into White Walkers.
Yeah.
Where the Whites
like all the
are dead. Turned into whites, being that the dragon was dead, and he's a white and not a White Walker.
I don't understand.
No. Nope. So you know there's two sets.
Oh, good. How we looking?
Hour 55.
All right, cool.
So you know there's two sets. Mm-hmm. There's two sets. There's like the minions, and then there's the generals.
Yeah.
So the generals, they're humans when they're turned into White Walkers. Mm-hmm. And the minions, they're actually dead and they're turned into the white.
I see what you're saying, because that's what the tree people did.
Yeah,
to turn them into. So you didn't have to die to become one. I understand.
So being a Viserion was dead, he's actually a white. And to Tony's point is that he can die by the dragon fire.
Okay. Okay. I got you. That sounds good.
Yep.
Right.
So the question is, and also I thought about this too, Tony. The Syrians, blue flame.
Lunar flame.
Will they turn people on fire, or will they turn people into whites?
Or will it just freeze them?
I'll say it's either. I don't think it's gonna freeze them because I just can't see. I get it's a TV show. I just can't see ice being destroyed by ice. It's got to me.
Ice being destroyed.
He's blowing blue ice onto the wall and destroying it. But
you gotta think about it. Think about a glass. If a glass is frozen, if it's thick, real cold, won't it crack?
Yeah, but I see it better as if it's a blue flame because that's hotter than the red.
I think blue flame.
I can see it more as being a blue. He's spitting out a blue.
I think he's going to turn a lot of people
with magic. I think
the dragon's going to turn a lot of people.
I don't think
everybody going to be white.
I see them dying, and then he raising them up, and they turn to white.
I think he can turn them white from his flame. I'm talking about turning him white straight from his flame.
I don't see it. I still see him making them wake up.
You gotta think about they're gonna disintegrate. Because think about Drogon when he was.
Well, then they just disintegrate. I don't think he cares about that. He got 100.
If they disintegrate, you can't turn them into white.
He might not care. He got almost 1 million guys behind him. Mm-hmm. And like I said, if he's coming to get that baby, or he's coming to get Bran. It's not gonna. He don't need to bring no more people. Give me my damn baby so I can go back because you owe me my baby. Or Bran, you come with me because I am you and I'm about to kill you, so you can't kill me. Or he's coming for destruction, which some people say he's just deaf and he's just coming to kill the whole thing. I can't see him being deaf. But we will have to. We'll talk about this. You know, we'll bring it back up. We'll bring it back around. This season will come back. What, in 2 years? Another year and a half?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Steph. Yeah.
Can I say my last thought?
Yes.
Yeah. What's my last thought? I'll make it quick.
Okay.
Pretty much the premise of the show is I don't know what it was, Vala Mulas, whatever it's called. I know I said that wrong. I did butcher it. Oh well, who cares? But it all means what I just said was all men must die. Mm-hmm. That's the whole premise of the whole entire show. Mm-hmm. So have you guys seen Tron and or Tron Legacy?
Mm-hmm. I've seen it.
You seen it?
Mm-hmm.
So do you remember why Flynn created Clue? He wanted Clue to pretty much clean up and take care of things and do things logically or whatever. He made a computerized person of himself in this virtual reality world that he created. So being that he couldn't be there all the time, he made, like I said, a computerized person, which was Clue. Mm-hmm. Or was it Clue? No, he made a split image of himself. I'm sorry. He made a split image of himself to take care of handle things while he's gone. Because he was going to virtual reality to reality, back and forth. Mm-hmm. Flynn got older, smarter, wiser. He knew that whatever he created, what his train of thought was then, that it wouldn't work.
Gotcha.
But being that he created this person of himself, that's his line of thought. The children of the forest. Humans came, taking over, destroying everything. They didn't know what to do. They created a White Walker. Mm-hmm. When they created a White Walker, that sole purpose of that White Walker was to kill the men. Mm-hmm. Somehow, somewhere down the line, the children of the forest and the men got together. They talked about it. They worked it out. Okay, cool. The Night King was like, no, you created me to kill all men, and mm-hmm. that is what I'm going to do. And it created a monster. Mm-hmm. I don't care what y'all worked out. My sole purpose, my sole being is to kill all men. Nice. So the children of the forest and the men, they got together and worked it out and were like, all right, we need to figure out something. And here's another question that I have too. When they created the wall, supposedly the children of the forest put spells helped them do it. They put spells in the wall so it couldn't be broken down. Mm-hmm. So I understand that dragons are magical creatures.
That's why I think it's magic.
Mm-hmm. So being that the dragon was a magical creature, it was a dragon. His fire, that's why it destroyed. Okay.
That's what I'm thinking. Magic. The dragon magic is stronger than whatever they did.
Okay, all right, cool.
And they might not never fought again. They never seen a dragon probably.
At that time.
Yeah, so they didn't know. They made it stronger, thinking just to stop him. And that's why he could never get past it. Period. Mm-hmm. Now he got this bad boy. He's like, I'm
okay. All right, cool. So I think the sole purpose. I really liked your idea, Tony, what you had said that he's coming over possibly to get that baby.
It would throw the whole show off, and no one would expect that. And I mean, some people like me and some other people, but the masses would not. They'd be like, "He did all this for a baby," but it was his baby. It was supposed to be his baby.
Contract.
Yeah, exactly. So he's like, "I'm coming to get that. I'm going through this wall to get my baby," and then he walked back over. I just can't see him. Cause and there's some pretty point. Real quick, sorry. I can't see him just being deaf. It got to be more to this guy than just being straight deaf, just walking around killing people. I'm not saying he got to have his own art growing. He's gonna change, and you can talk to him to the side, like, look, man, you doing it. I don't see that, but I can't. He had that. Someone's like, he got to have some type of purpose to doing it. And that's why I agree with that. I'm like, it can't just be just I'm gonna turn everybody into restaurants. Then what you gonna do after that? Everybody's down dead, and you got a whole bunch of zombies.
Yeah.
I mean, so that was your point. What's the whole point? Mm-hmm. I can't see him being that mindless. I feel like he got to have his own reason for doing this, for killing these people and getting on his wall. And if it's just to get the baby and then come back, and they set up another contract where, hey, we'll give you some more babies here and there, or he just wants to kill Bran, because like she said, he is Bran, and he's like, I got to kill myself to stop myself. That could be it too. He could, if he kills himself, he'll stop it, and so let's go at Bran. I got to come to Bran. Bran's not gonna come to me. Yeah. So he got to go. So that's what I'm thinking. But
okay.
Teresa, we'll let you close it out.
All right. Thanks for tuning in. That's gonna conclude this. And Theon got balls. All right.
What?
Bye.